Tell me, what do you think about religion?
I think religion is a distraction, and it's a cultural phenomenon. I think it's been one of the greatest hoaxes ever perpetrated on the human race. There is no way to prove the assertions within pretty much all religious belief. I think that if we are honest and look at most wars that have been fought in recorded human history, at least since the Abrahamic religions came into being, that almost all wars are fought over religion and the forcing of one's beliefs upon another. And they utilize certain ideas and concepts, and they utilize fear to keep people restrained and contained within these belief systems of these institutions that have come up. And it has been one of the most destructive things in human history. And so I have no need of it.
What should you do? How can you replace religion in your life?
I think the first thing that a person should do, if they're objective and open to it, is understand that all these belief systems are just a concept. And so these beliefs about God are just concepts from someone else. How do you know that that's the reality? You have to find it for yourself. You have to go on your own exploration. What can you tell us about religion? What is your feelings about religion?
Well, my feelings about religion are my feelings about religion. Religion is a cultural collaboration of thought. It is man's humble approach to try to understand what God is, who God is, and how God is part of their life. It's helpful in a way because you have a community. It is a path, but there are many paths to find God. But the point is, as long as you look for God outside of yourself, you're never going to find God. So religion has some good points where it's helpful towards people, and then it has bad points where it doesn't accept anyone else's belief system into their system. So I have to ask the question, is a half-truth a truth or a half-lie the truth? Of course not. A half-truth is a lie. Think about it.
What do you think of the concept of faith?
Faith, Shraddha, it's good to have faith, but I think ignorance is the greatest enemy. Faith gives you hope, which is actually medicine for the soul. And there's nothing wrong with having faith.
How about blind faith?
Blind faith, well, we have blind devotion. It depends upon the person who is being faithful to something. But if they don't really understand what it is, it can be dangerous.
Do you think that when people try to apply religion and they move it out into society, that they're properly applying it in society?
It's only applied properly in society if it injures no one, and that's in thought or in action.
Do you think it's possible for people to join a religious organization and have immediate change.
Absolutely not. Change is slow. People take advantage of organizations, or organizations take advantage of people. They draw them in when they're most vulnerable, and we'll help you. But most of the time they have a selfish agenda. It's not because they want to help you. It's because they need to help themselves, maybe line their pockets or make themselves feel good about themselves. But then there is a genuine, rare soul that really does care, that seeks nothing from you, that only listens, offers you a shoulder to cry on. And that's a genuine person, but that isn't a religion. That is all that person.
How can a person who belongs to an organization, how can they identify whether or not their teacher, their minister, their guru, their priest is authentic?
By the fruit on his tree. Is he there talking to everyone and seeing everyone with an equal eye? Equanimity of spirit and consciousness is a key to absolute truth. So if someone says, I don't like that person because he believes it that way, or in that God, or that God, or that God, or that God, and they're demons, blah, 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 blah. No, that's a tree of a very ignorant person, and I would never follow a person like that.
How can a person find the right religious path for themselves?
By looking inside themselves, by realizing who they are themselves and how they fit into the scheme of the universe. And their paths will open for them.
Who is God?
God is the unmanifested consciousness that we all come from. And if you ask a child to draw a picture of God, or an adult, everyone will draw a different picture. Some will be a woman, some will be a dog or a horse or a rock or a cloud or some prophet. But the truth is that God is within every one of us, living through us. What we say and speak, God is speaking through us, if you're conscious enough to open up that door. There's a point there. Not everything someone says is the truth. Not everything that someone says is good or beneficial.
If you are part of a religious group or organization that has rules that theirs is the only way, and that group shows, but you really love this group, you really love being part of it, you love the camaraderie, what should a person do if that person starts verbally attacking and with their belief systems attacking other faiths?
Well, first of all, God shows His and her mercy on everyone. The sun shines on everyone, it rains on everyone equally. You would have to look at that person and feel very sorry for that person and just say this: I wish you enlightenment. Because obviously you cannot stay in a group that is poisoning you. It's very important to have good association. It's very important that you associate with people that aren't trying to hurt other people.
What is God?
God is the unmanifestation of consciousness, and God expresses Him and herself through every living being and every inanimate object. Everything is consciousness, but they have different levels of consciousness.
Who are you?
I am the self-existent one. I am awake.
Thank you.
You're welcome.